Righto, we've just there's only one in the class here, so Trinity Vale Undercover Angel. She'll be our female 9 to 12 months class winner. I'll hand over to Graham for some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you to Beef 24 for the invitation to come back up here onto this quite famous showgrounds now. It's respected all right around the world for the quality of beef cattle and the exhibition we put on in Australia. I think it's my 6th or 7th appearance at Beef, and I certainly really cherish, they just gave me the judge's badge this morning. It's one thing in life, I've got a little cabinet at home, and I really do cherish the recognition they've given me from Beef over the years. I must say that it's a great class to start out with. We've got one animal, but wow, what a good one to start with. The Fleckvieh breed's a breed that I had a lot of association in Germany and Austria with over the years. I'm glad to see them really start to kick on in Australia. In Europe, they're considered a dual-purpose breed. It's quite interesting to see here in Australia, quite a few of the larger Holstein stud herds are now putting Fleckvieh cattle into those herds in Victoria in a milking situation. They're a breed with tremendous udder and in milk quality, tremendous components. We start this class out with a real absolute top-of-the-range calf. Long-bodied, open frame, long lean neck, angular through the shoulder, very strong through the pastern, but with flexibility in that pastern. And I love that underline. For a baby calf, she's starting to show that depth of rear rib, the spring and openness of fore rib, and a very smart heifer on parade. And you look under this little heifer and you can tell at this age, the udder makeup's right. 4 teats on a strong ligament flowing through the centre of the udder. A really outstanding calf to start the day. It makes you a little bit excited as a judge if that's the first of the day, what we're going to see later on. Well done.
Thanks, Graham. Now we'll move on to Class 3. This is female 12 months and under 15. There's 3 entries in this class. First in will be Wandina Demir Unique. Second will be Stone Ridge Eureka. And third in will be Campfire Eurostar. Yeah, right. Just that class 3. Oh, and the catalogue number. Yeah, they're right. I gotcha. Yeah, right. Catalogue number. Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Actually, he's supposed to be out this my judge, so I'll just walk in.
Yeah.
As well as in New Zealand, Canada, USA, and Scotland. As well as the 2021 Charolais Showcase International Show. He's also just privileged
Yeah. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, don't work, whatever. We've got a decision here for our Class 3, 12 to 15 month heifers. First place we have entry 1186, Wandina Demir Unique. Second place we have entry 1188, Campfire Eurostar. And third place is entry 1187, Stone Ridge Eureka. I'll hand over some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the day, I'd just like to say that I make no excuses. I will really heavily over-penalise young cattle that are too fat. These young cows, their job is to go on and make the best brood cows. So any more condition than the winning heifer in this class, I'm going to penalise you. Once they lay down internal fat at this age, it goes into their udder and never leaves their body while they're alive. So your udder gets full of fat, and that's where I like the heifer on top. Perfect show condition. But she's also the best bodied heifer in the class. She's the longest bodied heifer in the class. She's the most angular heifer through the front end. She's trimmed down through the brisket. I love that underline. She's got ample width behind, very strong loined heifer, and she's a heifer with all that length, can still handle those legs well because she has strength in the pastern area. And it was that overall length of body, that extension through the front end, that elevation and angulation of shoulder that gave a real distinct advantage over this heifer in second. The heifer in second you must admire for body capacity, great spring and depth of rib. I'm not a cosmetic judge, the hair type doesn't worry me too much, the way you brush it I couldn't give a hang about, but this heifer has all the attributes of capacity with a fairly good front end. The little heifer we have in third, a little heifer that's a little short couple for me. She's shorter from hip to pin, she's shorter from point of wither through to the pole of the head. A very correct spined heifer, but I'd like to stretch her out and give her a little bit more overall length right throughout. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're going to move on to our calf champion female, Class 4, our calf champion female. So first, back into the ring, we'll have entry 1185, Trinity Vale Undercover Angel. And second into the ring, we'll have entry 1186, Wandina Demir Unique. Right, very good. We got our calf champion female and our reserve pick. Our calf champion female come from class 2, the 9 to 12 month age. She was entry 1185, Trinity Vale Undercover Angel. And our reserve calf champion female was Wandina Denmeyer Unique.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if the Fleckvieh breed can base the future of the breed around young females of this stature, of this breed character, and this doing ability, the breed's in pretty good, safe direction. It's a close decision, but when you stand behind the two heifers and you examine the udder makeup, and this breed's pretty proud of their udders and cows that we see around the world, there's certainly a real distinct advantage on the udder, on the younger heifer over the older heifer. But both are long-bodied, both are very good spined heifers. I just like the makeup of that udder a little more on the calf champion than the reserve calf champion. But what I do admire of both these heifers, again I'll say it, is the condition they've been shown in. Don't show them any fatter. They're healthy, they're fit, there's plenty of bloom on that coat, and it's good to see them come forward like that. Well done to the breeders and the owners of these two animals.
Did you want it with the judge?
David, come out. You're right, David. You can stand there and hold it together.
Right, moving on to our calf male classes now. We have class 6. There's one entry in this class bull 6 months and under 9 months. Entry 1189, Trinity Vale Urban Sensation. This young bull, he was a late August 23 born bull. He's live weight 390 kilos. He's got a rump fat of 5, rib of 3, and an EMA of 85 already. Righto, one entry in the class, so we'll run a first place ribbon out to him. Entry 1189, Trinity Vale Urban Sensation. I'll hand over for a few comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this young bull really typifies what the breed is all about. You've got to accept a little bit more looseness under the throat, and he certainly has that. He's got a beautiful skin right throughout. He's got a fine hair type, very, very structurally correct. To have that sort of eye muscle at this stage, he's only a big calf, weaner calf, Tremendous eye muscle area. Again, not over-conditioned. A free-moving bull on parade. He puts that back foot where the front foot takes off. And I love the bone down through the cannon bone of his leg. There's just no coarseness about this fellow. And that flatness of bone down through the cannon bone of the leg and the cleanness of hock, I think are real features, along with that massive eye muscle area for a calf. A great exhibit.
Thank you. Moving on to our next class, Class 7, bull 9 months and under 12 months. There's 2 entries in this class. First in will be 1190, 3 Moon Thunder, and second in will be 1191, Wandina, Denmeyer, Utah. Both these bulls were a June 23 drop calves. 1190, 3 Moon Thunder. He's currently weighing 407 kilos. He's 5-4 in the fats with an EMA of 74. And the Wandina, Denmeyer, Utah, entry 1191. He's currently weighing 454 kilos. He's 4-3 in the fat and 88 EMA. Right, our judges' decisions come in for Class 7, bull 9 months and under 12. In first place, we have entry 1191, Wandina, Denmeyer, Utah. And second place, we have entry 1190, 3 Moon Thunder.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's an interesting class to me because I've judged in Europe a fair bit, and you're seeing one that I really believe suits the Australian grazing conditions, and one that perhaps is more suited to that European conditions. But I select the bull on top of the class because he has that extra length of body, and length certainly gives you weight. He's 50 kilos heavier at the same age, but with all the length of body, he's still fairly structurally correct. Long, extended front end. He's still high and wide across that loin. I might just like to see him handle those back legs a little better on the day. But some of these growthy, long legged calves, providing they've got length of head, that's their growth pattern. And the legs wouldn't worry me. He's not weak in the pastern. He's not shallow in the rear heel. He's just a bit gangly. But it's that overall length of body, that extension through the front end, that gives the advantage of the winner over a different type of bull we got in second. As I said, my experience in Europe, we see a lot of these type of cattle over there. But they don't have the length of distance to walk each day. It's a different sort of climatic condition. And these are early maturity type, probably suit their farming conditions, whereas the winner certainly suits us here in Australia a little better. But a nice winner. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to Class 8 now. This is the last class for the calf males. It'll be bull 12 months and under 15. There's one entry, entry number 1192, Campfire Unbelievable. This particular bull, he was a early March 23 drop calf. He is 480 kilos currently, 5-3 in the fats, and 85 EMA. one entry in this Class 8 Bull 12 months and under 15. So we'll run a ribbon out there. So this is Bull entry 1192, Campfire Unbelievable. I'll just hand over some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what you've got is, I think, a real good commercial bull prospect. He's not extreme in any category, but he's a bull that is sound through the spine. He has good angle and depth of rib. Testicle size and shape and falling free from the body is ideal. We might just tidy his navel up a little. That navel cord just a little bit loose for me on this breed, and a little bit more width back through his pelvic area would be an advantage. But a good commercial bull prospect.
Very good. So we'll move on to our calf champion male now. So into the ring first, we'll have entry 1189 from the Bull 6 months and under 12 months class. That'll be Trinity Vale Urban Sensation. From the Bull 9 months and under 12 months, we'll have entry 1191 Wandina Denmeyer, Utah. And our third bull in will be the bull from the 12 months and under 15 months class, entry 1192 Campfire Unbelievable.
Exhibit number 194, weight of 360 kilos with some scans of 9 and 5. Also, third and final exhibit in this class, 195, weight of 311 kilos.
Right, we have a decision for our calf champion male, and it is entry 1189 from the Bull 6 months and under 9 months class, Trinity Vale Urban Sensation, and our reserved champion calf male for the Fleckviehs is entry 1191 Wandina Denmeyer, Utah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I often say at field days and seminars that I run that you've got to recognise cattlemen that can recognise young livestock. And I think if you go home from today and say, hey, I want to aim to breed something like my calf champion, you'll be on the right track. What a great calf, irrespective of what breed he is. He's as good, I judged the Angus and 2 other breeds yesterday, he's as good as any of the cattle, irrespective of age, that I saw yesterday. He's so correct through the spine. I love that rise through his loin, the width of his rump, the fertility traits for his age is ideal. He stands and walks wide behind. You don't have to push him into shape. That width of chest holds him in shape. He's got enough length of head to continue to have the right growth pattern to go on and grow out. And it is that structural correctness down through the hind end, through the legs especially, that gives a distinct advantage of the calf champion over the reserve. You've got to admire this reserve for length of body, and length gives you weight, and that was evident in his class. He's 454, he's 88 eye muscle area of the reserve, and gets that through that extra length that he has. But today, the ability of the calf champion to handle those back legs gives him a distinct advantage to be the champion over the reserve. Well done.
Next we'll be moving on to our junior female classes. First class in will be class 11, heifer 15 months and under 17 months. There is one entry. Entry number 1193, Tennyson Vale Tilly. She was a late December 22 drop female. Class 11, heifer 15 months and under 17 months, one entry. So 1193, Tennyson Vale Tilly will be our first place for this class. I'll hand over some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a lovely bodied heifer. I just had a query, and you probably saw me handle the front leg. She certainly has calcifications in her front knee on the left-hand side, and it's probably only an injury from way back somewhere along the line, but as a judge you've got to note that it's there, because it is impairing the way that she parades. It's impairing that the even distribution of weight between front and back legs as she walks, and off that, it's a fairly severe calcification in that front knee on the left-hand side. But I love the body on the heifer. You know, big spring of rib, depth of rib, wide-chested, great capacity back through a rump. We might just give a little more angle to the shoulder to give her more length in the neck perhaps, but I think that front leg is the reason why she's carrying herself in the front end the way that she is. But a lovely bodied heifer. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to class 12 now. Heifer 17 months and under 19 months. Again, one entry again in this class. Entry number 1195, 3 Moon Emerald. This particular female was a October 22 dropped heifer. This is class 12, heifer 17 months and under 19 months. One entry number 1195, 3 Moon Emerald. So she'll get the ribbon. We'll hand over some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd class this Fleckvieh young female as a real typical Australian type beef female. Plenty of capacity. She's fairly well angulated through the front end. I love the bone about this heifer. Very flat down through the cannon bone of the leg and clean through the hock. A great udder makeup, only 4 teats there and a strong ligament. A lot of things I like about her. I might just change the depth of rear heel, just give it a little bit more depth of heel, but a pretty good example of what I aim for in the Australian beef industry. Capacity, strength and freedom of movement.
Thank you. Now, Class 13, this is heifer 9 months and under 21 months. This will be our last junior female class. It's a larger class. There are 6 entries in this class. First in, we'll have entry number 1196, Trinity Vale True Love. Second in will be entry number 1197, Three Moon Mona Lisa. Third in will be entry number 1198, Wandina Denmeyer Treasure. Fourth in will be entry number 1199, Herlo Park Tiger Lily. Fifth in will be entry number 1200, Three Moon Nita. And last heifer in will be entry number 1201, Tennyson Vale Tiggy. All these heifers were an August 22 drop. Righto, we got some results for this class 13 heifer 19 months and under 21 months. I believe he had his work cut out here. So in first place we have entry number 1198, Wandina Denmeyer Treasure. Second place we have entry number 1197, Three Moon Mona Lisa. In third place we have entry number 1196, Trinity Vale True Love. We'll pass over some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to stress before I make my general comment is this heifer doesn't win because she's the biggest heifer in the class. That's just a bonus that she's got. She's certainly the most structurally correct heifer in the class. She's the best fronted heifer in the class, and she's equal to the best udder makeup of any heifer in the class. But I really admire, I've judged a lot of this breed and a lot of Simmental cattle around the world and World Congress shows, and this is as good a heifer, I think, that I've come across. Tremendous length of body. But she's got that length of body because she's got the right angulation of shoulder and allow her to carry her head up, step out freely on that front end, and those back legs that flow behind because the loin's so strong. I just think it, as Fleckvieh breeders, aim for something like that. That and that little bull calf champion is really what we want here in Australia. And it was that oval extended front end, that extra length through the neck, the trimness down through the brisket, that gave the advantage of the winner over a big capacity female we got in second. I love that spring and depth of rib of this female, wide chested, a lot of width over her loin, and I like the fertility traits. In placing the heifer in second over the heifer in third, the fertility traits were a big advantage. The placement of the vulva and the anus is far more suitable on the heifer in second than the heifer in third. I do grant you the heifer in third's very stylish, but with all that style I'd like to see more angulation in the rib, more spring of forerib, and I'd like to see those fertility traits just a little more pronounced under that tail head. Now it was that length of body, that extra front end, that gave the heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. The heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth, stronger through the spine, just a little more breed character in that front end. And the heifer in fifth over the heifer in sixth, the heifer in sixth to me is just too masculine. I'd really worry about the hormone levels in this female, the butt shape, the very, very small vulva on the female, not to what the average person would like in beef animals, plus the way she handles those back legs. But she's a big, bulky female, but I couldn't place her any higher for those reasons.
Thank you. We're going to move on to our junior champion female and reserve junior champion female now. So first in from class 11, heifer 15 months under 17 will be entry number 1193, Tennyson Vale Tilly. Second into the ring will be from class 12, heifer 17 months under 19 months will be entry 1195, Three Moon Emerald. And third into the ring will be from class 13, heifer 19 months under 21. That'll be entry number 1198, Wandina Denmeyer Treasure.
We move right along now, ladies and gentlemen, to class number 8 this morning.
So our champion junior female, be entry number 1198, Wandina Denmeyer Treasure. We'll just have the heifer that plays second in that class, for the heifer 19 months and under 20 months class, come in, Three Moon Mona Lisa for judging. Thanks. And we have a decision on the reserve junior female as well, once again from class 13, heifer 19 months, under 21 months. It'll be entry 1197, 3 Moon Mona Lisa. I'll pass over some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably sum that up in what I said before is what a stunning heifer. And she's stunning because she's so structurally correct in bone structure, but still remains that refinement we want to see. She's a big heifer for her age, irrespective of what breed she is. But the udder makeup is excellent. Just a very small forudder, and that's what we like to see. 4 teats, evenly spaced, with a strong ligament. Great bone down through the forearm and down through the cannon bone of the leg. And I just love that front end in her. I'd be happy to have a pen of females at home in the paddock, irrespective of breed, just of this shape. Long-headed, broad-muzzled, strong top line, and all the refinement you want to see for her overall size. I've gone then for the heifer that was second in the class. A little different type of heifer, but it was that overall volume, the width of chest, spring of rear rib, the capacity back through the pelvic area that got her up into the reserve. I commented on the class earlier on the younger heifer, the calcification in the front leg. I'm just not able today to justify to place her any higher with that amount of calcification in that knee area. Thank you.
All the trophies being received here today are sponsored by the Charbet Society Australia. We'd like to thank Mr. Paul Connor of Western Charbet for being creative as always and for
We'll now move on to our junior male classes. First up, we'll have class 16, bull 15 months and under 17 months. There's one entry in this class, entry number 1202, Trinity Val Eureka. He was a January 23 born bull calf. He is currently weighing in at 652 kilos. He's 5 and 4 in the fats. And he's got a 100 EMA. So our results for class 16 bull 15 months and under 17, our single entry 1202 Trinity Valley Eureka.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's probably an unusual comment, but while the bull stands still, I really like him. He's a bull that's got a lot of muscle. I love that loin. He's 100 square centimetres. He's enough lift in the front end for me. But I just can't say why, but he just can't handle those back legs desirably. And I said, standing still, he looks a world beater. But he's just got a little problem there somewhere that I haven't been able to pick up in the back end at this stage that impairs his ability to handle those back legs the way that he should. Thank you.
congratulations to Wattlebray Stud, the junior champion female.
As he walks out, there is no entries for class 17, so we'll move on to class 18, bull 19 months and under 21 months. We've got one entry again, 1203. He'll be Tennyson Val Theo. This particular entry was a September 22 born bull calf. Currently weighing in at 776 kilos. He's 9 and 7 in the fats with an EMA of 116. Our result for Class 18, Bull 19 months and under 21, our single entry 1203, Tennyson Vale, Theo.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think he's a young bull that deserves some really good competition. He's got the muscle where it should be, and it's pronounced. He's got the strength of spine, that height through the loin. I really like this young fellow. I said earlier, you've got to base your breed on some models. And I think we've seen 2 or 3 models today that you could really stop as a breed society, get a good photograph, and aim for that. This fellow, I wouldn't class him as being temperamental. I just think it's a strange environment for him. Excuse me. But he's a free mover, great muscle. I love the top line, this calf. Very strong over the rump and over the loin. A real fine example of the Fleckvieh breed.
Now we'll move straight on to our junior champion male and reserve junior champion males. So from Class 16, Bull 15 months and under 17, we'll have entry 1202, Trinity Vale Eureka. And second in we'll have from Class 18, Bull 19 months under 21, will be Tennyson Vale Theo. So our junior champion male for the Fleckviehs this year will be from Class 18, entry 1203, Tennyson Vale Theo, and our reserve junior champion male will be entry 1202, Trinity Vale Eureka.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's one of those bulls you don't have to push into shape. That width that he's got all the way through, chest, behind the shoulder, over the loin and back through that back end, makes him stand right. And he's angular through the shoulder. As I said before, I really like this calf. He hasn't got a lot of age. He's 116 EMA. He's only 19 months of age. He's plenty big enough for your breed. But he's the sort of bull with the right bone in the leg, the right hoof design and shape, that I think you'd leave good both bulls and females. I like him a real lot. And it is that back end, that width through the rump, the way he handles those back legs gives a distinct advantage of the junior champion over the reserve.
He's not going to do it.
We're going to move on to our senior female classes now. So our first senior female class will be Class 21, heifer 21 months and under 24 months. There's one entry in this class, entry number 1204, which will be Wandina Toffee. And she is a May 22 born heifer. Righto, Class 21 heifer, 21 months and under 24 months. First place we got Wandina Toffee.
Again, Fleckvieh breeders, look at what you've got in the top percentage of your cattle. You've got cattle, and this heifer here falls into that category, equal to any breed we've got in the country. I love the softness, the hair type, the skin type of this heifer. She's long, she's upstanding for sure, but she has that depth of rib to go with it. Excellent udder makeup. I really love that ligament through the udder, the size and the shape of the teat. The rump makeup, I don't like tail heads buried in between the pins, and hers just sits high enough. But lovely long extended front end on a heifer and great length of body with really good bone. Outstanding exhibit.
Moving on to Class 22, Kia 24 months and under 30 months. In this class we have one entry number 1205, which would be Rocky Tolseen. She's a January 22 born cow. Results for there for Class 22, Kia 24 months and under 30. We've got Rocky Tolseen as our winner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very interesting female, and it's a female that I feel that she certainly hasn't had the presentation. She may have had a little setback in recent times. She's a little bit tucked up in the underline, but a great structurally correct female. You know, I'd rather see them come out in that show form than mud fat. And she's long, she's very, very feminine, great texture of udder. There's no fat stored in her udder, a good ligament through the udder, and a strong top line. And she's a cow that perhaps taking a little bit of bloom, and it may be through a setback, but a really worthy cow to have at a royal show. Thank you.
Thanks very much. We'll move on to Class 23 now. Cow 30 months and under 36 months. 3 entries in this class. First in will be 1206, Hurlo Park Cinnamon. Second in will be 1207, 3 Moon Rosita. And third in will be 1209, Trinity Vale Sprite. Entry 1206, Hurley Park Cinnamon. She was an late October 21 born cow. 1207, 3 Moon Rosita. She was a September 21 born cow. And entry 1209, Trinity Vale Sprite. She was an early August 21 born cow. Our results here for cow 30 months and under 36 months. First place we have entry 1209 Trinity Vale Sprite. In second place we have entry number 1206, sorry, Hurley Park Cinnamon. In third place we have 1207 Three Moon Rosita.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not as strong a class as we've seen in the day, but there's still functional females. I just say, as an outsider looking into your breed, just really watch the front ends on your females. We've seen a couple today outstanding. The junior champion and the winner, I think, of the last class, and these females just aren't quite correct in the front end. But I've gone for the female to lead the class, for she is the most feminine female in the class. She's the best boned female in the class. She certainly has better lay of the shoulder than any other female in the class. And placing the winner over the one in second, it is that refinement through the front end. And placing the female in second over the female in third, she shows more style, and style does matter. Style means all the blending and the correlation of parts, and she's more stylish down through the spine. She carries herself better than the little cow we have in third spot. But as I said, not the strongest class we've had today, but just good functional commercial type females. Thank you.
Our final class for the senior cows is class 24, cow 36 months and under 48. We've got one entry in this class, entry number 1210, and it is Trinity Vale Razzmatazz. This particular cow, she was a December 2020 born cow. Right, our results for class 24, cow 36 months and under 48. Entry number 1210, Trinity Vale Razzmatazz.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've got a cow with a big volume cow in spring and depth of rib, both fore rib and rear rib. A strong top line cow. I'd probably just like to stretch her out and give a little bit more range onto the ground. She's got good hoof design. And for a second carver, I just got a little concerned about the depth of udder for a second carver. But there's a lot of things I like about it, and that's capacity and spring of rib, but a few little things would just change around. I really do believe the calf-foot foot is quite smart. I think the calf-foot foot's a considerable improvement over its dam. Thank you.
We're now going to move on to class 26 and 27, our senior champion female and our reserve senior champion females. So first in the ring from class 21, heifer 21 months and under 24 months, we'll have entry 1204, Mondina Toffee. Second in the ring from class 22, cow 24 months and under 30 months, we will have Rocky Tolson. Third into the ring from class 23, cow 30 months and under 36 months, we will have entry 1209, Trinity Vale Sprite. Now final cow into the ring from class 24, cow 36 months and under 48 months, will be entry number 1210, Trinity Vale Razzmatazz. So our senior champion female for 2024 will be entry number 1204, which come from class 21, heifer 21 months under 24 months, Wandina Toffee. And our reserve senior female will be entry 1205, which come from cow 24 months and under 30 months, Rocky Tolsing.
Well, I've said it 2 or 3 times to the the Fleckvieh breeders. Have a look at these top females and promote your breed around them. And this is an outstanding female. I know she's upstanding, but she's upstanding with lots of depth, with a great udder makeup. The vulva and the anus placement's right. Tremendous width behind. And I love the bone in the cannon bone of the leg and down through that forearm on this female. Very, very structurally correct. Big capacity. Because she's angular in the front end, she can handle it. And it was a very difficult situation for the reserve, but I just feel the reserve cow at some stage has been through a hard time, or she's been not given the opportunity, but she's most structurally correct female out of the other 3 entries. She's tall, she's long, she's not real wide, I will accept, but she got a serviceable udder, she got a good calf at foot, and it was her angulation, the length of body, that gave the reserve champion that position over the other 2 females in the ring. Thank you.
We're now going to move on to our grand champion female Fleckvieh of the show. So first in the ring, our calf champion female, entry 1185, Trinity Vale Undercover Angel. Second into the ring will be our junior champion female, entry number 1198, which is Wandina Denmeyer Treasure. And our final female in will be our senior champion, which was entry number 1204, Wandina Toffee. So our grand champion female Fleckvieh for 24 will be entry number, it'll be our junior female, entry number 1198, which was Wandina Denmeyer Treasure. Presenting this will be Rob Bygrove from Oswald Livestock and Property.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I really congratulate this breed for what they brought forward today. You've got cattle that can compete with the best of any breed. You just need a little bit of a promotion in the right area, I think, to kick them off a bit more in the future. I believe in backing your own judgment. And I back my judgment in this class, for I just feel that there's nothing I would like to change at all with my junior champion female. She's so long, she's so feminine, outstanding udder. She's only 20 months of age. The rump makeup, the way that the tail head sits outside the line of the rump, but not laid in too far, the vulva, the anus placement, everything about her. The hooding over her eye, the length of her head. I just think that she's an absolute ideal beef female, irrespective of breed. And I like that underline. There's no navel showing. There's plenty of depth and spring of rib. When I stopped and I summarised them all up, all three females were certainly contestants, but I just find the completeness of this female and also the way she handles those back legs. I gave her an advantage over the older female. She just strides out a little smoother in that back leg, and I think it's a result of that little bit more depth of rear heel. But I think the breed wants to have a good hard look at what you've got here today and promote your breed around these types of females. Thank you.
As well as the bull leader, but just a little bit sore in that front end there. I think you can see him hitting there a little bit, but he's got to admire him for his overall length and his thickness and the orange boys he's got.
Righto, we're going to move on to our senior male classes now. First in will be class 28, bull 21 months and under 24 months. We have 3 entries in this class. First into the ring will be entry number 1211, Stone Ridge Talladega. Second in we will have entry 1212, Wandina Denmeyer Tungsten. And third in will be 1213, Campfire Top Class. Entry 1211, he was a July 22 born bull calf. He is currently 810 kilos 6 and 6 in the fats with an EMA of 112. A second entry, 12-12, Wandina Denmeyer Tungsten. He was also a July 22 born bull calf. He's currently 838 kilograms, 5 and 4 in his fats, and with an EMA of 111. And our final bull in this class, Campfire Top Class. He was a May 22 born bull calf. He's currently 628 kilos, 7 and 5 in the fats, with an EMA of 108.
The Commonwealth class number 11 will move along now to class number 12. With a heifer 17 months and under 19 months. Particular class. Currently being sponsored by Willie Park, the Bradford Centre as well. We welcome 6 exhibits into this class here this morning. No scratching, so they'll be 213, 214, exhibit 215, 16, 17, and 218. This is class number 12 we watch. When Vic Bradford sponsored heifer class here, 17 months and under 19 months.
Results for class 28, bull 21 months and under 24 months. The placings are in catalogue order, so 12-11 is in first place, Stoneridge Talladega. Second, 12-12, Wandina Denmeyer Tungsten. In third place, we have Campfire Top Class.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, all I would say is stand in front and look at the width through the chest of the two bulls. One bull's got natural width between those front legs. The longer-bodied bull just lacks that front end, the width through the front end. And that was the deciding factor. The bull that placed on top of the class, he's got ample muscle. He's got enough muscle there to be a masculinity bull without being excessively muscle, and he couldn't handle himself. But I love this fellow as far as you don't have to push him into shape. That width he has right throughout is there. He stops, he props, and he stands wide. I do admire the bull I have in second place for overall length of body, tremendous length of body. But with all that length, I'd like to see a little more width, both front and rear. I see more width across that chest area especially, and a little bit more rise in the loin in comparison to what I had in the winning spot. The bull in second over the bull in third, he's just longer throughout. He's got better growth for day of age. The little bull in third's fairly structurally correct, but just not quite enough of him for his age for my likings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David.
Moving on to class 29 now, bull 24 months and under 30 months. 3 entries again in this class. First in the ring will be 12-14, Brenair Park, Tulock. Second in 12-15, Brenair Park, Tarwin. And third in will be entry number 12-16, Wandina, Truman. Our first bull in the ring, entry 12-14. He's currently sitting at 854 kilos. He's 5-4 in the fats with an EMA of 125. Our second entry in 12-15. He is currently sitting at 788 kilos, also 5-4 in the fats with an EMA of 118. And our final bull in the class 12-16. He's currently sitting at 806 kilos. He's 5-4 in the fats, and he's also EMA of 118. Our results for bull 24 months and under 30 months. In first place we have entry 12-16, Wandina Truman. Second place entry 12-15, Brenair Park Tarwin. And in third place we have entry 12-14, Brenair Park Tulock.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's probably one of the most difficult classes I've had all day between first and second, and it's very different reasons I'd like to use. But I'm a bit of a fertility fanatic. This bull's job is to get out there and get cows in calf and to transmit some genetic potential onto his progeny that can graze in Australian conditions. And I just find the fertility traits of this fellow through the tightness of his navel cord, openness of his sheath, and his testicles. He's the most desired bull in the class. And almost wholly and wholly on that, I'm able to, I believe, justify putting him on top of the class. He's not a big bull. I don't think we need the biggest bulls, but we need the soundest bulls, the most fertile bulls. And I find his traits much to my liking in that category. I do grant you the bull I've got in second abounds with muscle. You stand behind and over the loin, big muscly bull. Got a lot of muscle there. But I just got a little bit of worried on his sheath, and I think all the breeds, and I saw it yesterday in the Angus rig, we've just got to watch that sheath on them. And it's not actually sheath, it's navel cord being too long, allowing the sheath to hang down. And that's a little bit of a concern I had, but I do like the muscle. With all that muscle, it's hard to get freedom of movement. He's just a little stiffer in his joints and doesn't stride out quite the way the winner does. The problem bull's the bull we have in third. And I just believe I love the volume. I love a lot of things about him. But if you threw him out under Australian grazing conditions, certainly up here in Queensland in thousands and thousands of acres in a paddock, I think his testicles would be a real problem to him. The testicle, the lowness of the testicle, the length of the neck of the scrotum, and the depth of the navel cord, to me, it's a worry on the fertility traits. Thank you.
Moving on to class 31 and 32 now, our senior champion male and reserve senior champion males. So first in the ring from class 28, bull 21 months and under 24, we'll have Stone Ridge Talladega. And second into the ring from class 29, bull 24 months and under 30 months, we'll have Wandina Truman. So our senior champion male 24 will be entry 12-11 Stone Ridge Talladega. So if we could have entry 12-12 from that class 28 come in for the reserve judging, thank you. That'll be Wandina Denmeyer Tungsten. And our reserve senior champion male will be entry 12-16 from class 29, bull 24 months and under 30 months. And that'll be entry 12-16 Wandina Truman.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I said earlier in the day, bigger isn't always best. Certainly the highest frame score is not normally the best. And I just find two moderate Fleckvieh bulls that are very good bulls. Good bulls that you take out into central Queensland, turn out in commercial herds and expect good progeny and expect good fertility. Both these bulls are good on their feet. They've got a big hoof, and I like a big hoof on a bull. They've got a lovely design of hoof, both bulls. They're not open-toed, they're not shallow-heeled. I just find two really middle-of-the-road, very, very sound bulls. But I said before in the class, this top bull is just so good over the loin and over the rump. I really admire this fellow. I said, we'll see lots of bigger ones, but he's just so complete in bone structure-wise. And I love the nature of the bull. He's almost going to sleep walking around the ring. He just loves being out here, totally relaxed. And I think he's a good example of the breed. Thank you.
Righto, we're going to move on to our grand champion male Fleckvieh for 24 now. So first in the ring will be our calf male champion, who was entry 11-8-9, who was Trinity Vale Urban Sensation. Second into the ring will be our junior male champion, who was entry 12-03, Tennyson Vale Theo. And our final bull in for the will be our senior male bull, who was entry 12-11, Stone Ridge Talladega.
train on. You'll have to go get another one today. Me too. We've got probably 20 minutes left here. 3 more classes after these, so.
Our grand champion Fleckvieh male of the Beef 24, the entry number 1203. He was our junior champion, Tennyson Vale Theo. We're going to have Anita Birch from Three Moon Fleckvieh to present this, and I'll just hand over some comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Fleckvieh breeders be very, very proud of the fine line-up you had here today. I probably almost shocked you, because my runner-up is the baby calf winner. But I always feel this bull, the junior bull, is very complete. The right bone, the right cleanness of bone down through the hock, good fertility traits, good underneath. I put a lot of emphasis on skin and hair type, whether you're down south in Victoria or up here in central Queensland. That better skin type have the ability to change their hair type easier. Although he's got a little bit of hair on him, we're in May. If he's come from down south, I would expect him to start to get a little bit of hair at this time of the year. So I forgive him for that bit of hair that he's carrying. But I just like the completeness of this fellow. Now, he's got length of head to keep growing, the right muscle pattern, tremendous cleanness down through the brisket. Again, I say the question I said to my grand champion female, where would you want to change him? And I wouldn't want to change too many things about this bull. He's probably middle of the road frame size score to what we see around, but he's very, very complete. Congratulations to the breeder and owner. That's my type of beef bull for Central Queensland. Thank you. Oh, yep. now and bully it.
No.
There's no young group class again. What? Make sure I know the wording of this class. Just breeders group.
Exhibitors group we call this one. And we'll have soy progeny snakes and den progeny snakes.
Side by side standing. Side by side.
What I call my problem child in the judging here, 1,000 kilograms.
We're just going to move on to our group classes now. Well, the first in we'll have class 33. This is the exhibitors group. So entry 12-17 will be 3 Moon Fleckviehs. Second entry in will be 12-18 Tennyson Vale, Simmental and Fleckviehs. Third in will be 12-19 Trinity Vale Fleckviehs. Fourth in will be 12-20 Campfire Livestock, the Campfire Fleckviehs. And our last one in will be 12-21 Wandina and Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud.
You're right. We'll walk it. They're looking very impressive at the moment, and good judging is certainly underway here. They're currently underway with their judging. I'm now joined to tell us more about this breed by the societies of Russell and Allen. Thanks for joining us. Please tell us more about the breed. We'll continue to bring you all
good?
the action here
All good?
live.
Righto, for our class 33 exhibitors group, in first place we have Wandina Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud. Second place we have Trinity Vale Fleckviehs. And in third place we have Tennyson Vale, Simmental and Fleckvieh stud.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very good example of when a breeder sets out to really stamp a certain type of cattle in his breeding program. And the owner of this top group certainly has done that. Long-bodied, open frame, great fronted cattle. You hear people say that the Fleckvieh breed and the Simmental breed have to be a lot looser through the front end. There's a happy level under our farming conditions here in Australia. And it is that front end and that trimness through the front end that I give a big advantage to this winning group. Long-bodied, open-framed, really good headed cattle. And I place a lot of emphasis. You may have seen me, I've mouthed 2 animals in the ring today. I was a little bit sus on, both of them were sound. But I put a lot of emphasis on that head of animals. And I just find it's a great group. I wish the owner of this group all the best when they come out in the All Breeds classes tomorrow. So I think if our judges were fair dinkum and open-minded, it's a group that you would have to consider. They're not over-conditioned. That's one of the joys of today of judging this breed. You haven't got them too fat. I said earlier in the day, I'll really penalise fat cattle. But this little group here coming before us now, perfect condition to go to any royal show right throughout the country. A very sound group. The group to follow in second, the group in second probably didn't have that real lead animal to lead the group. I love the young bull calf that's in that group. The baby heifer is very, very sound, but they probably just need that star animal to lead the group. And the group wasn't as uniform in type as the winners. The next group we have, is led by the Grand Champion bull, and I said I really like that style of bull, the softness and the type about that fellow. But it's just good to see at the end of the day the breeders, the Fleckvieh breeders, bringing out cattle and supporting their breed in a breeders group. Thank you.
Right, our next class in will be class 34. This will be the sire progeny stakes. The sire progeny stakes. So our first entry in will be 12.22. It'll be a Wandina Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud, and the sire being represented will be BFG Grandioso. And our second entry in 12.23 is also on account of the Wandina Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud, and the sire represented in the second entry will be Gateco Draper. Our results for Class 34, the Sire Progeny Stakes. First place, we have entry 1223 on account of the Wandina Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud, with the sire being represented being Gateco Draper. And second place, also on the Wandina Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud, was with the sire being represented was BFG Grandioso.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't looking for the group with the three best individual animals. It's a size progeny group. I'm looking for a bull that can really stamp an individual type over all three animals. And that's why I gave the advantage to the winning group. Very similar in type. Now, good, strong top cattle with plenty of width about them, lovely balance. And I use the word style. They're stylish cattle. They're eye-appealing cattle, and that does matter. Even if you go to the local sale yards, some cattle are eye-appealing, some aren't. And butchers and buyers stop and look at that. And these are a very eye-appealing group on uniformity. But it's good to see two groups come out in size progeny. Thank you.
Our final class of the day here in the Fleckvieh ring will be Class 35, the Dam Progeny Stakes. So first in the ring, we'll have entry 1224 on account of the 3 Moon Fleckvieh stud, with the dam being represented being 3 Moon Goldilocks. And our second entry in will be 1225 on account of the Wandina Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud, with the dam being represented being Wandina Kristen. Class 35, the Dam Progeny Stakes. In first place, we have entry 1225 on the Wandina Denmeyer Fleckvieh stud, with the dam being Wandina Kristen. And in second place, we have entry 1224 on account of 3 Moon Fleckviehs, with the dam being represented 3 Moon Goldilocks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I place a lot of emphasis on cow families. I've been heavily involved in the dairy industry here and internationally, and heavily involved in the beef industry and breeding cattle and exporting cattle around the world. But cow families, I believe, is the basis of your whole herd. You can go out and buy a bull out of a good cow family, but it's hard to put a good cow family together. And wow, it must be a pretty super cow, which is the dam of the two animals that win the group. She certainly stamped on both sexes a real stamp of type. And this is the type that I believe the Fleckvieh breed have to aim for. That little bit more length, that better laid-in shoulder we're seeing today, which has been great. And really the maternal traits of this breed are outstanding. I've been fortunate, I've seen them in quite a few countries, and it's a breed that I really do appreciate. And well done to the Fleckvieh breeders today. I came along with some high expectations, but I'll say straight out that the females today, I think, are the best Fleckvieh females that I've seen anywhere in the world in the last 20 to 25 years. They're world-class females. Well done to the breeders. Concentrate on those good cow families and promote your breed in the right area. I just feel the breed's been promoted almost as a terminal sire situation. Promote them as the maternal side. You can use some bulls and get good lines of females that'll be your next generation, because they mother well, they calve down fairly easily, and they're great doers as far as amount of milk to rear good calves. I love the breed. It's one of my favourite breeds. Thank you to Beef 24 for giving me the opportunity to again be here. I think, I'm not sure, 6th or 7th appearance at Beef as a judge. But it was great today to finish off for 2024 on judging a breed that I really do appreciate. Thanks for having me.